Peace, everybody. This is Fasting is Life. How are y'all doing? Welcome to the show. This show is going to be very short, straight to the point, and this show is more like me coming to you and saying thank you. I want to thank to all my listeners on YouTube, those who are subscribed to me, and those who listen from the clouds, and to all my other listeners from all the world through Anchor, Spotify, and other podcast websites. I do post some of the shows that I have here on YouTube to my Anchor. And in the last month, I noticed I've been gaining a few listeners from around the world, which is awesome. I really appreciate it. Let me name some of the nations that have been following me. As I'm looking at the analytics of Anchor, wow, uh, I'm really surprised. My number one listeners, of course, is the United States, and of course, I'm in Texas. So most people who will be listening to me will probably be from my own state. And my second is the United Kingdom. I was like, wow. And my third is Ireland. And then I got sprinkles of Canada, Germany, South Africa, Thailand, Argentina, and Australia. What's interesting is when I did the live stream on brother Chadwick, the actor who played Black Panther, that's when my audience got expanded. So the first countries that were on my who've been following my podcast was from UK, Ireland, Canada, and Germany. And then after brother Chadwick, I added South Africa, Thailand, Argentina, and Australia. So I'm like, wow. I'm like, I have people out there who happen to follow my stream. And at the beginning, when I was doing my streams through Anchor, my only crowd, which was mostly from the US, was in the age of 60 and plus. I was like, what the 60 and plus? And I'm like, I've had some crazy topics. But I noticed my audience was still 30 and up. And then some of the stream that I added, I went to 35 and plus. And then by me doing the show about colon cancer and then the death of the Black Panther, I added the age range from 0 to 17 to 28 and 34. The only range that I'm not covering, it says between 45 and 59. So that that's really interesting. I'm like, what? And on my channel, because I started this channel 2 years ago, in well, I'll say almost 3 years by next year. I started in April of 2018. It was more my journey on how my fasting journey, and I capped when it came to my subscription to like 240 for almost 2 years. And then since I started live streaming last month, as of now, I'm looking at my analytics on YouTube. It says I'm up to 431 subscribers, and I'm like, wow. I'm I'm very humble. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I was able to increase my viewership in such a short time. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Wow. And my stream started jumping actually from July, between July and August. That's when because that's when I started live streaming. So again, I wanted to make this stream to basically say to you guys, thank you very much for your support and for you liking and sharing the videos. Uh, each and every day, I'm getting some messages, people saying, "Hey, I found your show. It was interesting," stuff like that. Slowly but surely, we'll get there. My main goal is I hope to hit 1,000 before the end of the year, so that my so YouTube can stop promoting, because I notice whenever you're under 1,000, YouTube, you don't get out there. So you really have to manually share your stream or have people who promote it for you and stuff like that. But man, I'm really amazed that I'm almost double the amount of subscribers that I had since 2018 until July when I started live streaming. So I really, I wanted to make this stream to really thank you guys for everybody out there who check out my channel, who subscribe, and to my new listeners over there in Anchor. I know some of you, because I've noticed some of the views, right? Most of my videos, some of them are an hour, 2 hours, 6, 5 hours, 8 hours. So I'm wondering, I'm like, for all of you out there who are watching my stream, I would really appreciate if you guys can, send me a message. I know on Anchor, there's a way where you can contact the author of the stream, or even yet you can come on my YouTube channel. So if you think about it, I have the YouTube channels on my description box in Anchor, and it should show up on Spotify too, because Anchor sends my information to Spotify. So you can come on YouTube, check out the live videos. That way, I know some of my streams I have like images, and I may not be describing it whenever you listen to me on the podcast. So it would be nice for you to actually watch the visual, so you can have an idea of what I was speaking about. And that way you can also look at the guests that I bring on, so you can see their avatar and all that stuff. See us go in action. And I also wanted to mention uh, to say thank you to everybody who donated to this channel. I really appreciate it, guys. You have no idea. You guys are out there in the in the YouTube space, online space, Anchor space. But I really appreciate it for those of you who reached out to support me, whether it was to PayPal, Cash App, comments, likes, sharing, hopping on the panels as a guest. I'll say I can sit here and talk for hours, but the people who really made this whole stream go forward are my guests. Shout out to everybody. You know who you are. Too many names that I could name out there, but you know who you are. So anybody listening, if you be on my panel, thank you very much, because you've contributed to this amazing rise of fasting is life. So I really wanted to make a thank you video. I know there's so many guys, there are so many topics I want to talk about, but because of work, I've been so busy. It's trucking and sleeping. So I know some people like, what? When are we gonna have another live? When I am like, I know, we're like, guys, so many things are happening every day, and there's so much to talk about. It's just time. I'm telling you, if this was full time, I wouldn't mind, as long as I get, compensated. Basically, if my regular job, what I make there, and I was basically my salary was basically me live streaming, talking on different topics and all that, doing this podcast and all that stuff, I'll be doing it, because look, I could sit in one day, spend like 12 hours and just record videos on certain topics, because there's so many. I've realized that doing the live streaming and podcasting, it's not easy as people would think. It takes a lot of work, because you need time, You need time to think. You need time to research. You need time to think about how you're gonna go about the topic. Sometimes you can go freestyle, or you can actually plan, take notes. Sometimes there's a lot of things that goes on before a content creator comes to you, whether live or upload. So this video is gonna be an upload. For those of you out there on Anchor, you're gonna hear it as a podcast. So again, going back to the topic, guys, I would like to say thank you guys. You guys have made this channel. You've made this podcast. And speaking of which, one of my listener coined my channel the Accentsphere because there was one stream. I don't know if I have it on Anchor. I think I do, where I had people from all backgrounds, everybody with an accent. I had people from the UK, from the Caribbean. I'm originally from Congo, so Africa, and American. So it was a whole stream. I think it was like 7 or 8 people with different accents. We all didn't sound the same, and it was amazing. So they coined the accent sphere. So if you ever hear this phrase, this word, the accent sphere, somewhere out there, remember you heard it here first. So stay tuned from the accent sphere. Thank you guys. I'm about to get off and make more videos, and I will be going live on YouTube. There's so many crazy topics that I want to touch into and get back with my listeners. I know they've been missing me, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you very much. And again, before I head out, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Check out the description box. If you're listening from Anchor, feel free to share to friends. Check out the description box. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me a message through Anchor, or you can come on YouTube and leave a comment to any videos. I really appreciate it. I want to hear you guys. Come on, don't be shy. I don't bite. So send me some feedback. So stay tuned. Peace. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll be seeing y'all soon. Peace out.